The house felt unnaturally silent the moment I stepped in. A silence so heavy it seemed to press against my chest. My keys clattered onto the counter, the sound ringing far too loudly in the stillness. "Clara." I called out, but my voice was swallowed by the emptiness of the living room. Her red scarf, her favorite, was tossed carelessly on the couch, not folded neatly like she always kept it. Something inside me stirred, a faint unease, like a whisper you can't quite make out. I forced it down. She was probably just asleep after a long day at the gallery. As I moved down the hallway, a faint scent of lavender drifted in the air, her perfume. But beneath it was something else sharper, cedar laced with smoke. My boots thudded against the hardwood as I made my way to the bedroom. The door was slightly ajar, a sliver of lamplight spilling through. I pushed it open, and there she was, sitting at the edge of our bed, her face pale, her eyes wide, raw with something I couldn't name. Despair, guilt, maybe both. In her hands she clutched a phone. Not hers. The cracked screen glowed faintly in the dim light. "Mark," she whispered, my name breaking like shattered glass. My chest tightened. "What's wrong?" I asked, half expecting her to tell me of a death, some catastrophe. But then her gaze dropped, landing on a man's jacket draped over the chair. Black leather. I had never seen it before. My stomach twisted. "Clara, whose jacket is that?" She didn't answer. Her lips trembled, her eyes fixed on the floor. The room seemed to shrink around me, the air thick with things left unsaid. Her hair, usually pinned neatly, fell in loose, messy strands around her face. Her blouse was buttoned wrong, uneven. Details I'd ignored before suddenly screamed at me. Her late nights, her fading laughter, the way she stopped reaching for my hand. "Say something," I demanded, my voice sharper than I intended. I wanted her to laugh, to tell me I was being ridiculous, to give me any excuse to believe this wasn't what it looked like. Instead, she stood, clutching the phone tighter, and stepped toward me. "Mark," she said, her voice trembling, "I didn't want you to find out like this." "Find out?" The words cut through me, cold and clean. "Find out what?" I asked, though deep down I already knew. Memories flooded in. Her distracted smiles, unanswered messages, the way she recoiled when I touched her unexpectedly. I told myself it was stress, pressure from her work. I'd been blind. "It's not what you think," she stammered, tears brimming in her eyes. "It was a mistake. Just once. I swear." Anger and heartbreak tore through me. "Whose jacket is that, Clara? Whose phone?" I stepped closer. She flinched, as though I were some stranger in my own house. The cedar scent clung to her like a confession. And then I saw him in my mind. Ethan, the new curator. The smug grin he wore at the last exhibit. The late-night calls she took behind closed doors. The pieces fit together, jagged and cruel. "Mark, please," she whispered. "I love you. I never meant to hurt you." "Then why?" I roared, the sound ripping from me, startling even my own ears. The walls spun. My eyes landed on our wedding photo on the nightstand. Her smile, my arm around her. A promise, now nothing but ash. I grabbed the leather jacket, its surface cold under my fingers, and hurled it to the floor. "Tell me," I demanded. She crumbled onto the bed, sobbing. "I was lonely," she choked. "You were always working." And Ethan, he listened. That word. Listened. It burned through me. I had worked endless hours at the firm. Every late night meant to build the future she wanted. A studio for her art. A life she dreamed of. And she had found comfort in another man. Then something caught my eye. A glint on the nightstand, right beside our wedding photo. My old watch. The one I thought I'd lost months ago. Its band worn, its glass scratched, fresh marks across it. I froze. My voice dropped to a whisper. "Clara, why is my watch here?" Her sobbing stopped. Her eyes snapped wide, panic written across her face. I borrowed it," she stuttered, but the lie was clumsy, brittle. The phone in her hand buzzed. Ethan's name lit up the screen. The truth hit me like a blow. She hadn't just betrayed me. She'd been planning this. Staging her despair. Keeping pieces of me close. My watch, out of guilt or ritual, while she readied herself to leave. I couldn't breathe. Without another word, I turned and walked out. The door slammed behind me, the sound echoing through the house. Her sobs followed, bouncing off the walls of a place that no longer felt like mine. The silence I'd walked into when I arrived was nothing compared to the silence I left behind.